Hello, Soul Fam. I do feel like I'm getting to know so many of you, and I feel like I'm just connecting and talking with you. So I thank you for sharing your time with me. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm Michelle, and I hope you get some insight and understanding here. So I want to let everyone know you can connect with me also on MentorCam, the app, if you have questions about your soul's purpose, life advice, whatever you would like assistance on, you can connect with me and ask me questions there, as well as Soul Playground .life, and also you can connect with me on Patreon. And I hope if you feel a resonance to this video and what I have to share with you, that you will like, subscribe, and share. Also, thank you all for your comments. Some of them are very heartfelt and very detailed of how your life is unfolding, and it's very inspiring to read. So thank you for those sharings. All right, these will be time-stamped as always in the description box. I will be putting the cards that I'm using in the description box. When I have extra time to do that, I will do that. And thank you those of you that have reminded me of that. So what I'm going to do now, because if you're new to my channel, I do like to give an overview of the energies of what I'm seeing, and then go into how these energies are going to be impacting you for the month of July. We're going to be looking at July. But actually all readings are really, whenever you find them, they're right for you. They're, in a way, they're timeless. But I am also honing in specifically on July, as July is fitting into the larger picture, the larger umbrella of what is going on in this soul alignment process that so many of us are in, awakening to the soul. So I'm going to pause here, and this is soul story number 1, number 2, and number 3. And of course, you can choose anyone you like and move on, or you can tune in with me now and get to the individual soul stories later. All right, so July is a very interesting month. I feel like there's no going back. There is a major turning point that is happening for so many of you this month, where you're going to have some realizations, definitely of what's not working, what is working, and you're going to begin to formulate a plan how to move through the energies. I do feel, of course, most of the month we're in the time of Cancer, of course, if we're looking astrologically, the new moon opposing Cancer. However, I feel even, there was this new moon opposition that is bringing things to light on an emotional level, right? And again, opposing this Pluto, right? New moon in Cancer opposing that Pluto in Capricorn. There is this digging deep to get to the root or the bottom of things in your life at this time. So either many of you are going to be actually moving on from something or someone or some situation, or gaining more clarity, or the plans to do so will become a lot clearer. Now, we're also going to be looking at the house, or what we could call your area of the life that is going to be impacted at this time. I'm going to be using my Book of Shadows cards, as above is so below. So we're going to look and see like what's unseen, what's foreseen, and what's unseen this month for you, to help you navigate what it is that you're actually wanting to draw in, manifest, or are doing or moving on from. Now, expect this month there's a little bit of a push-pull. There's a little bit of an energy that's what we call regressive pull. When we make changes, it is like 2 steps forward, 1 step back, and sometimes 3 steps forward, 2 steps back, or 1 step forward, and we seem to go 2 to 3 steps back, right? So there is this momentum gaining, but it's not sequential. I think that's really important for you to remember this month. It's not sequential, meaning it's not going to come in a linear fashion. Look for things happening in cycles or circular fashion, or something or someone coming round about again, or something. Look at this again. Take a look at this again. So some of you may feel like the pause button has been put on and wondering, what do? You really have to align to the flow of what's happening in your life and see where are those openings, where are those critical openings that you can actually do something. You're better off this month using your intuition a lot, your inner knowing through your feeling. Your inner compass is by your feelings, okay? As well as your inner GPS. But we know our true north, same as the north node in our chart, by what feels right for us, and not an emotional level, but feels like this is the right fit for me. Okay, I would say this month a great analogy is to think of clothing or jeans. When you try on certain clothes, is it the right fit for you? How does it fit for you? Because this month you want to be looking much more energetically, okay? The last few months have been very heady, even though there's been a lot happening energetically and a lot of unknown and a lot of, mixed feelings and mixed emotions. We've been very heady about things. We've been trying to analyze or think things through or plan or strategize. The energy this month is very much about dialing in intuitively. Now, if you can do anything like Reiki, energy work, even Bach flower remedies, homeopathics, anything that works more on the subtle energy of who you are, will really create good to great change for you. Now, why is that? This month, you don't need to do the heavy hitting. This is like a light push, just a little nudge, okay? This isn't about heavy putting. This is like, and those of you that are into basketball, this is like you don't get the ball in the basket by throwing it hard. You ever see that? The basketball players go like this. And what are they doing? They have their intention set. They want to get that ball in that basket, and they're putting their attention on their intention, and it goes in like magic. So I'm sure many of you have situations in your life where you felt that alignment, where you have this strong intention, all that you're doing in your life, which is your attention. Most of it is supporting that, right? It's like if you want to have certain body changes, maybe you change your diet, you eat differently. Maybe you want to get up earlier, so you go to bed earlier. You're putting things in your life that align with your intention. And so this month is very much about the will center is going to be very, very active, the personal will. And how is it aligning with the will of the all, right? The all that is, the universe. How is your personal or individual will aligning to the truth of what is actually happening? What is the trajectory of energy that will soon be events? So some of you may be offered certain things this month that you're like, oh, I don't know if I want to do that, or that's different. Do not look at the packaging right now. Look at the energy. This could be the right fit for you, but the packaging could be very different. And that's actually going to be a trend, I would say, the next 2.5 to 3 years, where we're getting used to different packaging. The way things show up for us in our life, or the way we manifest, is greatly changing. So this is the time this month to really stretch that muscle of intention, as well as putting your attention on your intention, the will center, aligning, starting to feel it, what feels like the right fit, okay? All right, so we're going to get to the readings now. Some of you may have skipped ahead. I'm just going to do a slight meditation if you'd like to tune in with me. Wow, and I always say you guys are great transponders, transmitters and broadcasters. I'm picking up the signal of what it is that you're putting out there in the world, and it's coming back. Okay, so again, soul story number 1, number 2, and number 3. And let's get to soul story number 1. If you pick soul story number 1, this is your reading. Let's tune in. Okay, so I'm going to be looking at As Above is So Below, which is from the Tarot, the Book of Shadows. And we're also going to see what is unseen by you that is also coming in this month. If there's any challenges, we're going to look at that. We're just going to see how do you navigate the energies this month in the best way and what is unfolding for you at this time, okay? So I'm actually going to look at the oracle cards of this a little bit later. And we're going to see, I'm going to do a 7-card spread, and we're going to look at, and then I'll qualify it with below. So this is As Above. So let's see what the energies are bringing in for you. Wow, look at that. 9 of air at the bottom and 5 of fire. So you're definitely, some of you, I feel like there could be no place like home. You could be homesick, and this homesick could be for someone or something or the past, or it could be also other dimensionally or planetary, other planets. There is this soul call that you're starting to feel. Many of you have been answering the soul call. Some of you are feeling a bit lost, like things are not aligning, or they aligned and now they seem to be a bit stagnant or stuck, or you're not sure what the next step is or next direction. But I am hearing many of you have a connection to your intuition or your higher self. Some of you with spirit teams, spirit guides, guardian angel, angelic realm. You are very much in touch with the other dimensional, and you are being guided. So the thing that you need to do is relax back into the guidance. That's what I'm hearing. So let's look at the situation, which is the 7 of fire. Wow, look how powerful that is, though, that ring of light. So you're getting a lot of energy around courage, and you're at the 10 of air. Yeah, you're thinking too much. So this month is going to be a bit different for you, maybe even a challenge, that it's about thinking less and strategizing less. I would say right now, with the energy that's coming from spirit, I got to just go back to this. It's such a beautiful, powerful energy. Look at that card. You're getting the energy of movement where you might not know where you're moving to, okay, or what's on the other side of the movement, but you're being called to just move, to get out of the head, out of the mind. The energy that you're putting out is 3 of air, so you're doing some deeper healing work is what I'm hearing. So spirit may be bringing up some wounds for you to look at, to move. Speaking of healing, Beltane, you've got, okay, so you've got the card of the other, which is the Lover's card. This is what spiritually is coming to you. Okay, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I'm getting definitely a picture here. 8 of Pentacles. So spirit is, you're in a testing period. You're having to work a lot on yourself, on your gifts, honing your gifts, whatever it is that you're putting out there in the world. Yeah, 10 of water. See, that's the process for you right now, is dive deep into the emotions. I heard ocean of emotion. Are you going by the ocean? And then we've got the 6 of air, communication. So some of you, this is clarity. This is a deep understanding that you are moving through something in your life that is bringing you unification, unity within, a unification within, and for many of you, unification outwardly, which is a relationship, a divine counterpart, and or many of you are attracting help right now, support. Now let's see how this is above. Now let's look below. I love these cards, but they're a little slippery, which makes them kind of hard to shuffle, but oopsie. But the symbolism on it is so amazing. There's some kind of, I don't know what kind of thing, lamination or something on there. Okay, so oh, they're pointing this out. Remember I said in the beginning, if you watch the beginning of this video, I said, instead of thinking in terms of linear, think in terms of circular. And from spirit, you've got that 7 of wands, 7 of fire, and 10 of water. Look at the circles on there. There's circles on the back of the card too. It's very interesting. I don't pre-think the cards. I wanted to use different cards. I had a different layout, but these were the cards Spirit chose when I went into meditation. The oracle cards and the decks to use, because there is going to be a lot of shadow material coming up, but many of you are going to start realizing, oh, this shadow material comes from source. It's source energies, it's spirit, and I can transmute this energy. I can change how I feel. I can use my creativity, connect into my Empress energy of creativity, of abundance, the cornucopia of life, and open it up more, and that's going to help me heal that 3 of air, 3 of swords energy. So you're definitely going to be processing a lot, and definitely I feel like there's going to perhaps be situations of people around you that you feel loved and supported. So this is about your support right now, soul story number 1. This has everything to do with healing of family dynamics. You've got 2 10s here, 10 of air and 10 of water. 10-10, you may be seeing 10-10. A lot of people that are seeing 10-10 means huge lifestyle changes are coming. You're going to be able to let go of something of the past. Is it a belief system that's holding you back, a situation, a promise, an agreement, something, a vow that no longer suits you, that no longer that you can do? You're moving on, and this time you're moving on with much more clarity and understanding of who you are and what you're about. Okay, so Knight of Swords, there's that moving on. So you're meant to move. There needs to be some movement for you at this month. So get out and about. I don't know, walk, drive, whatever. Go down the subway, on the taxi, the Uber, the Lyft, whatever. There is going to be some form of movement for you, and it's not just going to be mental. It's going to be within the body. Many of you are going to feel drawn to certain places this month and not know why. The puzzle pieces are coming together. You're going to know more August, September, October on. You're going to know more why you were guided towards certain places, or you bumped into certain people, or some people texted you out of the blue, or you had dreams about certain people. Either those people are coming back around, or something they represent is coming back around. And we've got the Queen of Pentacles. So again, for many of you, whatever you've been thinking, the overthinking, or trying to figure things out, or strategizing, or too much on the mental realm, it's starting to affect you, or was affecting you, your body, okay? So stress can do that. So you want to make sure you give yourself a break. You take a time out. Okay, here we are, Death, which is transformation. And that's great. That's coming under that 3 of Swords. So you definitely moving on from heartache or heartbreak. Your next cycle is going to be a lot about people that get you, situations that get you, that are aligned you, or right for you, and about emotional fulfillment, okay? And then you've got the Ace of Wands, or 1 of Wands is right over the Lover. Okay, so some of you are meeting somebody very quickly, or you're just going to feel different this month. You're going to feel like, oh, I got it back. I got whatever it is I lost. I got it. I understand where I'm going. I understand what I'm about. I got it. It's sinking in. It's falling into place. It's in more alignment, okay? And then you've got the King of Chalices, which is that King of Cups. So some of you, there could be help in the form of a teacher, a guide, a mentor, therapist, or just a friend that's very connected. Or if you have been feeling disconnected from someone, some of you, this is a loved one or partner or spouse or something. Could even be a long-standing friendship that's like family. There's going to be a resurrection of that and a repurposing. Remember, for you especially, I mean for everyone this month, but especially because of the cards that are showing up for you, soul story number 1, things are circular. They're coming back around for you. And then we've got the Knight of Wands, movement. Now you may want to play with candle magic. You can get a votive candle and in a meditative state, write your intentions or what you want to draw in or manifest. okay? Especially for this new moon. And you write it, take a pen or something and write it in the candle, and then you just rub a little lavender on it and light it, put it someplace safe, and just let it burn down, okay? Okay, 9 of Swords coming back of the 6 of Swords. So Spirit is trying, let's see, what do you need to do? Spirit is trying to reach you, to calm you and say, look, everything is okay. 7 of Swords. Don't try to do it all at once, I'm hearing from Source. Don't try to do it all at once. Yes, there's been a little deviation in your path. There's been a little jog to the left or the right on the road, but you're not off path. 4 of Wands. Something's going to complete, but in a different way for you. Actually, soul story number 1, this is a really, really good reading. Something is going to complete or change or shift in a way that you haven't planned. And I know right now it looks like, what the heck's going on? You know, everything was lining up, and now I feel like something's changed or something's off. But it's actually lining up better for you. Now, some of you, this is also going to be contracts or legal dealings. And it's saying just really read the fine print. Maybe you need a friend to help you look at it, or an attorney, someone that could be the expert. Or you're really seeing, how does this fit for me? Is it what, you might notice certain things that are not in alignment, total alignment, but there's partial alignment. So don't jump in or out of anything this month, okay? Let's look and see. Oh, surrender. What are we talking about? There we go, soul story number 1. You have to just let go. You're not letting go to anything outside of you. You're letting go to your own higher self and your interconnectedness to the universe. And I want you to notice there are 2 circles. Some of you are drawing in a divine counterpart, a create mate that's a life mate, a soul mate that I call a create mate, a higher vibrational frequency relationship with a lot of coherence, a lot of love. Some of you, it is a relationship going to a next level, and some of whatever it is that you're wanting to draw in comes in equal, whole, perfect, and complete. So you're drawing in the counterpart to what you have energetically been putting out there in the world, in the universe. Okay, you're having to release past attachments, and that soul story number 1 is also attachment to how you thought things were going to unfold. This is your path, but it's your soul path. This is why I tell so many people, I've been talking about the soul and working with, that's what I came back here to do on this earth. And I've been doing it for many years. I'm not 10, not 15, 20, 25 years. People didn't want to hear about the soul, and they still are resistant because it does imply a limitation on the ego level. To the ego, when you start understanding the soul, you understand certain situations or circumstances or relationships are not from you or for you, right? So can we have everything that we want? No. Within the soul realm, yes. Within your soul experience, your soul blueprint, yes. This is why understanding the soul is so important. And maybe you're awakening to this. So a lot of times people think, well, why isn't this happening for me? Or this is on the right path, or you know, John got this, or Johnny got that, or David got this, or Sheila got that, or Karen got this, or whatever. Why did my friend get this and I didn't? Because your soul is wanting something different, which is the true you. So we forget that through this separating out process. We feel separate to source, separate to ourself, our true self. And so then we don't realize, like, okay, on an ego level, and the conditioning of the ego mind of the human, this may not look like a great manifestation, but the soul is loving it. So the more you can align to your soul and release past attachments to what didn't, definitely process and grieve what didn't work out. I'm a therapist, so I'm very process oriented, and we're in grief for however long we are. And you don't want to rush any grief or disappointment, but you do want to start working through it. This is definitely the call that it's time to work through your pain, your suffering, what you felt limited in, what didn't work out, your disappointments, It's definitely time to work through that and put it into take that energy and put it into some kind of positive use. And that is going to help you move forward. Now you got 2 of the light oracle. Longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. Yeah, so you've been around a long time. And I was picking up that about longing, right? Not feeling that you belong here. And feeling, many of you, like this earth plane you don't get it. You don't totally understand it. What people, you've been free flowing. But your time is coming. Many of you are just ahead of your time, and the world is catching up to you, okay? Let's look at those 2 circles. One could be the world. One is you and your inner world, the world that you see, how you interpret. It's getting more in alignment, more in sync. People will come to you and say, how do you do this? How do you live this way? What does this mean? Warrior woman, have you answered your deepest calling? What did I say? You're going to be hearing that. That's that 7 of Swords. You're going to be hearing more and feeling more this soul calling. It's led by your feeling, by your inspiration, by where you have insight. And then you will find more of those people and situations that get you and see your gifts, okay, and that want to help you and support you. It's a lot about support. Oh, look at this. I ignite the fire within me that connects me to the divine. This is beautiful because to me, this is also that Ace of Wands, the One of Wands. Some new passion, insight, direction is coming in for you. Very passionate relationship, whether personal, collegial, they're all personal to some degree, but whether love relationship, friendship, kinship, collaboration, you are moving into this time period of freedom and abundance. There is more opening up for you. You have to just trust your path. Now let's see what area in your life will be most activated this month, or maybe needs attention. Wow, 6th house. That's Virgo. Work, health, duty area of your life. So what's going to help you align to your passion? Is it movement, the physical body? Is it your health? Is it what you're eating? Is it your everyday routine? Your routine could be changing this month. Something added to or something taken out. There's going to be refinement in your routine this month, soul story number 1. That's one of the things that's unseen for you or hidden. The other is going to be opportunities or unseen opportunities. Now, they may seem small. They're coming in as knights or coming in as an ace. An ace can be a big opportunity as well, but it's coming in under this healing. It could be a relationship that you don't know where is it going or what does this mean. But I'm hearing to follow your path. Okay, let's see. Let's look at any additional information through the Astro Dice here. Oh, Sun, 10th house. Career, destiny, manifesting, Gemini, Sun in Gemini. So keep your options open this month. Keep your options open. Be a little more flexible in your routine. You may not be able to lock into something or with someone or some situation. Keep it open, but align to your intention. Put your attention on your intention and yet be open. So you've got 10, you've got new changes, and you've got the 10th house. So we're talking about this month, something within your destiny is revealed to you, and perhaps even a new pathway begins to open up for you. There's a beginning here for you if you follow that insight and inspiration. Okay? Your soul insights mantra for July is, as I follow my insight and inspiration, I open new doors for opportunity. All right, Radiant Soul Light. Love it if you'd like, subscribe and share if you feel others could benefit. Ways to connect with me further are in the description box, and I wish you a beautiful July, and I hope to see you in the next readings. Hello, soul story number 2. Let's tune in for you. All right, I'm using the As Above is Below deck from the Book of Shadows. We're going to look at As Above and see what's coming, what kind of energy you're aligning to in July. We're going to look from the perspective of spirit, and then we will use the As Below deck, which is the green, to see how it's manifested. Now we're also going to be looking to see if there's anything unseen. I kept getting unforeseen, unseen, unforeseen in July, which makes me think that there's going to be quite a bit of things that come up that people aren't planning on, either within yourself or with others. You know, we've been getting out, whether you look, you know, obviously astrologically, we could look at it. There's a lot with the aspects and the eclipses, you know, there's been a lot that, yes, confusing energy, but also an energy about clarifying, especially if you're connecting in more to a feeling level. You will start getting a lot of clarity. And that, I feel, that I've been getting from the guides and been tuning into spirit is that because this is more the new, we're getting more into the new paradigm, many people are awakening to their next level of how to be and live on earth, okay, which is much more defined by spirit or spiritual nature, much more by feelings. If something fits right, feels right, if there's coherence from the heart, if it is coming more from resonance, how much resonance is in this situation or this connection. If you have to push too much, now that doesn't necessarily mean there won't be consistent effort. You may be having to apply effort towards something or someone or some situation. But right now, anything that's about pushing or pushing through to make happen is actually pulling you off path, off the flow, off the track in your path. So let's see what's coming from spirit. You've got the 10 of air. So this is the clarity, okay? Something is being cleared up. You've got the 4 of air. This is where you're at. So many of you may be going within. You could be, you might feel a little burnt out, or like you've been overthinking or overdoing, or that there's a lot of energy. So I want to say this month, Spirit is releasing a lot of energy for you, especially on the mental realm. So those of you that are maybe writers or editors, or you do things with words or putting things in order, you're going to be able to do that. There's going to be a lot to put into order. There will perhaps be more order in your life as well. So what you're putting out, 5 of air, so 5 of swords, you're putting that out into the world. So you've got a little bit of negative expectation, which again, I'm feeling with the energy that many people do right now, because we hit some bumps in the road. There's been some energetic bumps that have caused things to slow down, delay, seem to go, to go back upon itself. The energy has, is really moving forward and gaining a momentum, and now it has slowed down. And that's a little scary for where we've all come from. We've really been, trying to apply ourselves energetically. And I'm seeing that with you. You've really been trying to apply yourself energetically. But it's like, you also have to recognize that something is happening that is fated or fate, destiny. This is the way things are unfolding for you. So you might be questioning a lot this month, okay? Need of water, turn around. So Spirit wants you to turn around and evaluate or reevaluate something. Wants you to see, what are you cooking up? What are you cleansing? What are you clearing? Okay, 5 of Earth. So it almost makes you feel like there could be some financial setbacks here. And this is in the part of Spirit. So let's see, an 8 of Earth. It's actually to help you on your path, but let's see how. And then you've got the element of water, water spirit. So, okay, you're going to be making a lot of change is what I'm hearing, soul story number 2. So what seems to be, let's see, what is this? 9 of air. Yeah, I just heard, okay, let's look at what's happening on the subconscious level. Look at the bottom of the deck. Okay, fire. So you're connecting with the element of fire and air. You have to balance fire and air. Now, too much, too much water for you right now, soul story number 2, will douse out the flames. So Spirit is trying to help you. Maybe some of you have been having a lot of anxiety, or someone around you may have a lot of anxiety, or you're in your emotions a lot right now. And so you are getting a bit of clearing of past patterns is what I hear. Clearing of past patterns, maybe even clearing some kind of blueprint, or new blueprint is coming in for you. So this month for you is a balance between the emotional aspect of your being, the sensitivity, the emotions, the feelings, the intuition, your intuitional aspect of you. And then also that fiery part, passion, inspiration, movement, flashes of, like inspired action, energy. So you're having to balance the two of those this month, okay? I'm also hearing Diana and Adina, D-name like that. Diana, also the huntress. Diana, okay, so wisdom, the huntress. So this is a time about starting to turn things around so you can begin to go after what it is you want. There's something that, it's like be the hunted, not the hunter, not the hunted. And not the haunted. I'm getting haunting. It's very interesting from these 3 cards in the center. I'm getting haunted by the past, or some of you feel that you're haunted, or something's haunted, or you're haunted by memories, or you're haunted by your past. And so, or some of you are actually literally ghosted is what I'm hearing, and you're wondering what actually happened. And this could be with a friend, this could be romantic interest, or a friend that just isn't responding. And I feel like that friend is really in a world of hurt, and you can't do anything. They're recognizing some things about their life right now, and it would actually pull you off path to be in touch with this person. Okay, that's for someone there. Okay, 3, we're going to do 3 cards, and we're going to see how is this spiritual energy. I almost want to say for you, soul story number 2, you're wrapping up cycles. There's a cycle that you're completing, and perhaps you're connecting more to your soul blueprint. So you're living more. Okay, that one wanted to come out. It really forced its way, which is 4 of Cups. Yeah, so that's the healing energy, so that you don't burn out. And also there's going to be something offered to you this month. Actually, the next 6-8 months, look for offers that you didn't count on. So you've got these cups here. You're dreaming about those, but pay attention to your dreams. You trust your intuition. Like, I don't know why I followed through on this, or I don't know why I chose this. I'm hearing the cup is real. What is offered is real. So many of you are starting to clarify more and more of what it is that you actually want. But some of you are definitely out of releasing something, someone, something, some pattern, some situation. Could be family of origin patterning, society, culture, the cultura, as we say in Spanish, the collective. Something is offered or given to you. And for some of you, it's a replacement. Something is gone or taken away, and it is replaced. It is brought back to you. So you're showing up as the Emperor. So this is like, do not give up on your dreams. This is about not being defensive, being in your inner strength of conviction of, you know what it is you want to do, you're doing it. Many of you have already, the challenges you're having, you've already overcome before. That's the Emperor knows that it can get through something because you've done it before. There's experience there. So whether it's in a business, something you're building, financially, you're coming through it. You're getting through it. Then you've got the King of Wands. So that's the entrepreneur. So some of you, there could be a breakthrough this month in some kind of job, career. Something is offered to you, or you get to that next level, or you just feel like you're finding your stride as a creator, as an entrepreneur, as a business person, as a creative person in your life. You're getting this self-mastery, whether it's something in a business way, collegial way, company you work with, or just life in general, you're starting to harness some things, okay? Some of you are starting something up and you're not sure, you have doubts, and I'm not seeing the reason to doubt. Let's see what's you're putting out there. So the Page of Swords. Well, you're letting something go. You're clearing the air. You're getting clear mentally. Now, some of you, this could be a beginning project that goes out into circulation, or could be publishing online. There's a lot to do with online. Could be social media, but maybe online business, something that you're starting up. And the issue is the High Priestess, which again is to trust your intuition, your inner knowing. So some things may not be revealed to you this month. With the High Priestess showing up as the issue, or what is unseen, is some things are blocked from the ego, just the human you. You're gonna have to rely more on faith, trust, belief, your higher self. So however you connect into that part of you will help. And if, well, there it is, what did I say? The more you can connect in with your higher self, you got the Hierophant as the answer. So the Hierophant is the mediator between the seen and unseen, between God, or the all that is, however you want to term it, and regular everyday living, regular life, regular folk, everyday living and life. The Hierophant also has to do with learning or teaching. So you could be in a teaching position or moving into a teaching position, or you're teaching by example. Many of you, I feel though, are teachers or healers, or you're doing something on a public level where you're teaching or helping others. You're giving instruction. Hierophant gives instruction. This Hierophant looks like an herbalist. So some of you could be herbalists, acupuncturists. I hear sound healing, or you're wanting to go in that direction. Some of you are actually starting to study this or just graduated. So there's a lot to do also with school, whether it's formal. This with Hierophant would be more workshops, training of some sort, but more formalized. There would be a teacher, a mentor, a guide, or somebody that was helping you. The Hierophant is able to hear the messages and follow through, okay? So there's something about mediating between your little self and your higher self, connecting the two. And then Two of Swords, okay? Which is, again, can't be figured out by the mind. It's through meditation, the meditative state. You're finding your way, soul story number 2. You're finding your way this month. But you're finding it in a way that you didn't expect, because the High Priestess is there as the answer. It's the issue, but also the answer. The answer is to connect into your higher self. So very active for you in July is going to be the High Priestess and the Hierophant. And you've got a 2 and a 5 there, which is a 7, and 7 is about flow, aligning to your spiritual essence, your spiritual energy, the spiritual nature of things, okay? So the guidance really is here. If you're trying to figure things out, then you're repeating an old pattern that isn't going to work. And you will have the time. So if your schedule clears up, or like you have customers or clients or something, and it's like a slow day, instead of getting into doubt and worry, go, okay, what do I really want to do? Or what can I do? Or what am I inspired to do? It might be to rest. It might be to create something. Some of you could be actually on YouTube or starting a YouTube channel, or many of you, I feel, are starting something new. Some of you, a lot of you, it has to do with writing. Maybe you're editing or writing or teaching something about that. There's some formalized training, but there's also helping those on the side. So maybe it's a side gig, right? Let's see, Unbound, release. Okay, look at this. Releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. So this is profound, soul story number 2. You are releasing old soul contracts, old familial patterning beliefs of how you have to show up in the world, how you show up, how you get your attention, your love, your connection. You're coming unbound. And the only way to do it is you have to bypass the logic of the old thinking, the old adding things up, okay? Celebrate life. I celebrate every day by honoring and respecting all life on Mother Earth. Well, I feel that has to do with you. That has to do, yes, with nature, but this has to do with your own life, celebrating your own life. Oh, healer. Didn't I say healer? So many of you are healers, really advanced beings, advanced healing. Some of you are getting healing as we speak, as the energy comes through and the messages. Some of you are going to be in July doing a lot of healing and focusing on perhaps your healing practice. And then you've got new blueprints. So if you had any doubt that you were changing, you are changing up. You're becoming more you. You are getting a new blueprint as to how you live. Now this is like it's very soul connecting for you. You're going to feel like, oh my God, this is really me. Why didn't I do this sooner? And it's just the time. You had some things to experience, to express, to play out. This is starting in July. This is, for some of you, it's a 3-4 month cycle. Some of you, it's a 6 to 8 cycle. I would say by next year that things are completely different in your life. Huge change. And you're going to be, people are even going to see, maybe even now, people see you differently, or you're showing up differently. There's been a new blueprint that's activated for you that doesn't have what I call the template or the overlaying as much of past patterning and familial interference. You're moving into a place where you can be more you. Now let's see what house is being most activated. That's the area of life for you in July. Let's see, is the area of life that needs to be activated for soul story number 2, or will be activated, or needs attention. The 11th house. Nice. Where cosmos grants wishes, luck, friends, social occasions. So you're going to get a chance to try out your new skills, your new way of being, more of your soul connection, more of speaking up, asking for what you need and want, expecting to be heard, to be seen and understood. This is also the card. This is the area of life where you can shine. This is the area of life where you're attracting your soul family, community. This is the area of life that also has to do with social media, because it's 11th house ruled by Aquarius. 3rd house does too as well, but I do feel for many of you, it's finding your tribe or your group or people that get your community that you're sharing with, that you're doing this high priestess, hierophant activity, or you're receiving, learning, you're having this experience of being mentored, guided. There's a teacher involved, or you're the one that's teaching and going to this next level. But you're finding the right people that you want to be around. That's basically it. You're finding the right people you want to be around. It feels good to be around them. And look at that. Being led by the star. Okay, you are your own star, so letting your own inner star guide you. I feel for many of you, this is going to be a very transformative month, and there's some things that you just cannot do anymore or go back to. People saying you're bossing up. There's a different, it's like it's time now. You've tried a lot of different things in your life. You've had a great life, a lot of variety. And this is whatever age. I feel like if you're really chronologically young in, Earth years, that you've had a lot of experience, or you're very adaptable, or you've tried a lot of things, different things, or you have a lot of interests, okay? And you might feel this month, many of you I'm seeing some of you, but many of you are going to feel like you're narrowing some things down. And that could be you narrowing things down, or certain opportunities come around for you that help you narrow things down, or like, I only have time to do this now, or this is my focus, and wow, this great opportunity came in for me, okay? So let's look at the Astro Dice, any additional information for soul story number 2. See if there's anything else. Oh, I'm hearing lapis lazuli. So some of you, there's a lot to do with writing and communication and getting to your personal truth. So the stone lapis lazuli, I should have some here. I need to get a nice big piece. I'm gonna put that on my wish list. Yeah, lapis lazuli is coming through for you. Okay, so I'm gonna, again, this is what you need to know. Why is the lapis? What is the message? Getting to your truth, speaking your truth, working with the throat chakra, expression. Of course, the Taurus rules the Hierophant, and that has to do with the throat. So there could be some issues around the throat, or you might find yourself clearing your throat. Again, there's something with the throat or expressing yourself, having a fuller experience in life. You've got the sun here in Capricorn in the first house. So it's all about you shining, but you're restructuring something. You're putting something into place. I feel it's the new you. You're probably showing up more business oriented this month. And for the rest of the cycle, again, 3 to 4 months, 6 to 8 months for many of you, you're taking on some challenges this month, business challenges about how you live your life, challenges perhaps maybe in finance, taking hold of the financial reins in your life, looking and seeing, okay, this will bring more financial abundance, this will bring prosperity, this will bring financial security, this will be financial freedom, whatever it is for you. It is also showing that for many of you, there is a fun or delight in what you're manifesting, and you're manifesting what is best for you. Some of you best for you and your family, you and your group, you and your company, you and your life right now. So you might feel, again, there's healing, deep healing that's going on, but many of you, this could be about a healing practice. It's funny, I see somebody getting a nose ring or piercing, or wondering, do I keep my piercing or not? There's something also with many of you with adornment, and maybe again, Hierophant, represented by the Taurus, which Venus rules Taurus. And then we've got the High Priestess there. There is something about, I don't know if some of you are designers, clothing or jewelry designers. There's something coming through about adornment and clothing, and for some of you fashion, some of you music. There's something you need to change up that brings in more of your uniqueness, more of your individual voice, your personal voice, and that is going to help you on a business level. Okay? All right, your Soul Insights mantra is, I celebrate my gifts and I celebrate my life, and I'm comfortable and confident in sharing my gifts. So some of you, your Soul Insights mantra for July is, I am comfortable and confident in sharing my gifts. And some of you is, I celebrate my gifts and my life. I celebrate my gifts and my life. Could be both of those, but I feel there's two groups here. Some of you are just getting more comfortable and confident in what you do, and some of you are starting to play and unbound. You're starting to free up and unbound. All right, Radiant Soul Lights, thanks for being here with me. Have a beautiful July, and I hope to see you, connect with you in the next readings that I do for this amazing channel, also Soul Path community. Let me know how everything goes for you in July and unfolds for you, and if you'd like to connect with me further, ways to do so are in the description box below. See you in the next reading. If you chose soul story number 3, this is your reading. Okay, I get a lot with you about flow, go with the flow, trust your path, trust where you're being guided. You're at a new level. You may not feel like it, but you're definitely at a new level. And you're about to have a breakthrough. So we're going to see what is unseen or unforeseen this month for you. And I definitely get with you, there's a breakthrough that's about to happen. I get like this energy. And you may have felt constrained for a while. So we're going to look at what's the energy spiritually, what's coming from spirit. Okay, everything comes from source, one source. It's undifferentiated energy. We had a guest on my podcast, Awakenings with Michele Meiche, who talked about it as scalar energy. Before energy begins to distill, diffuse, or break into the masculine and feminine, right? Principles, electromagnetic. Before it becomes electromagnetic, it is undiffused, undiluted, undifferentiated. When it gets electromagnetic, the energy starts getting what we call differentiated. All right, so let's do 3 here. I love these cards, but they're very slippery to, you could fan them, I suppose. They're very slippery to shuffle. Okay, so let's see. For some reason, look at the bottom of the deck for a water. So there has been some recent setbacks or disappointments that perhaps have been affecting you emotionally. But Spirit is sending the energy of air. Okay, that's one of air, Ace of Air, one of air, for insights and understanding. Please pay attention to your dreams. I know I say this a lot of readers do, but I really feel for this group, really do, because you've even got it on this card. Spirit is talking to you in your dreams. Now, some of you may have had family members that are on the other side that have come to connect with you, people that are very important to you. Some of you, there's going to be deities coming to you, or well-known people that are on the other side. Did you hear that? Oh God, okay. That's a message. Some of you are going to have, could even be Tesla. It's so interesting because I was talking about energy. They're Einstein. There's going to be very well-known or prominent people in their field that you're going to either see a show about them, a movie, read a book, read something online, and it's going to spark you. And then you have a dream about them or something that they did. And it's going to help you get out of a certain mindset. But for many of you, it's also going to help you in something that you're creating and focusing on, something that you're trying to do. Oh, well, look at this. There it is. Crone of Air. That's how you're showing up. So you're being asked to look at your wisdom. Look at how you have gotten out of certain things or created certain things or got into certain things in the past, okay? The energy you're putting out in the world is the element of earth. Okay, so you're creating, many of you are creating something new or trying to extend or expand or bridging from one career, one circumstance, something to the other. Is it life, lifestyle? There's something that it's just a lot about co-creation and manifestation, I'm feeling. Okay, and what's the energy that's coming back is the 8 of Fire. So expect a lot to do this month, a lot of clarity, a lot of insights, a lot of communication. Energy is going to be moving. So if you have felt stuck, that's going to be changing. 7 of Fire, I love this card. Look at that beautiful ring of light. Some of you are seers, you're seeing into the future. You're calling up deep memories of what you know from other lifetimes, other dimensional aspects of you are coming into view. Some of you, this is another lifetime, like 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20, 25 years ago. What were you doing? What did you want to do as a child? Something is coming back around and now you have the courage to do it. And this is what will help you. 1 of Elements. Creating. Focus on creating this month. Creation, creativity. Also, some of you, this is telling me that if the issue has been money, there is an increase in money. And for some of you, it's a lump sum of money, a bonus, a raise. You're looking for a job, the job comes in. So you've got 2 aces here. You've got the ace or 1 of air and Ace of Pentacles or 1 of Elements. This also tells me you have all that you need. I feel it's like the magician energy. You've got all that you need. Could be magician, actually. I'm seeing it as money, though. I feel like if there's been money constraints or somehow things have not worked out financially, or there's been a dip financially, something's going to skyrocket. There's a huge increase for many of you. 10 of air, letting something go, an old path, an old way of thinking. And it's clarified by the Mother of Fire. So major transformation this month for you. New direction. You're going to have the money to do something that you want to do, okay? Or buy something. Also, some of you, it could be clothes, something new for your body. A new routine, or you see a doctor or something. Somebody helps you. There's something you're going to have the money to do what you need to do in your life. For some of you, you're going to have the money to do what you need to do in your business. There might be something that you couldn't buy, and now you're going to have the funds to buy it. Could be computer or something, technology. I don't know. It's different for all of you. You'll know what it is. But definitely, if you have felt constrained financially or monetarily, or money has been tight, that's changing. That's coming back around. Also hearing the name Sue or Susan. Justice. Yeah, see, there's legal dealings for some of you. Checks and balances. So things are, if you've been literally dealt an unfair hand, something is changing. Your luck is changing. Let's see if you get the Wheel of Fortune. I don't know. With that, the Magician energy, and again, I'm reading this in cycles because this is something is clearing the air, clearing the pathway for you to do more of what you want to do. Now, some of you have been in a certain mind, could be relationship-wise, or people see you in a certain way. I do feel like some of you are very humble, very unassuming, but your path is going to be taking a really higher focus level. It's Queen of Wands. Look at that ball of fire. I don't know how to, I feel like it's like something is so ending that whatever you touch, whatever you do starts really taking off, or it ends up being gold. Okay, Seven of Swords. This is how it's manifesting for you. So you have to be a little strategic. Don't say everything that you're doing. And also plan. You're going to be in a phase of planning, if not July, within the next 2 to 3 months, where you're having to sort some things out. Some of you, it's going to be your finances you're sorting out. Some of you, it's like, where do I put this money? Where do I invest? Where do I savings? I need to buy this. I got to save here. Some of you, it's going to be your routine, where you're looking and saying, well, what is my schedule like? What is my routine? I need to change this. So there's a lot of planning but you have help from the elementals. So please connect to spirit, your spirit team, spirit guide, your higher self. Don't try to do it all analytical. Although for some of you, it is going to be very analytical. I mean, there's certain things you're going to just see in black and white. I need to do this. I need to do that. I'm not going to do this. Okay, death. Yeah, see, complete transportation. Okay, somebody getting new transportation. Something's changing about how you get around in the world. Your transport, it could be a car, could be how you transport yourself. Some of you, I am seeing a longer move because I do see like those pods where they put clothes is what I'm hearing. Someone's getting rid of clothing because you're moving. So if you're asking about a move, there's a move. 9 of Chalices, see, wish fulfilled. So you really are putting out there in the world that you're, everything's not perfect, but you're feeling a lot better about yourself and about life. You're kind of taking it very philosophical this month, okay? The energy of the universe is to you the High Priestess. So this is saying that you may not see everything on your path right now. Some things are hidden or not being revealed, or you're getting pieces, parts of things. But that's okay with you. You're okay with this. You're kind of like, some shift has happened that you're kind of okay with this. This is your 9 of Cups right now. You're kind of okay with how things are unfolding. You're trusting more. You're like, okay, I'm getting the hang of this. I know how, okay. Okay, the issue. Okay, Page of Swords here. Some of you could be dealing with children or some issues around school, or where to go for the summer, or do we travel, or do we go to camp? So there is some with this group. something with children, logistics. Some of you could be children's writers or working on a project. Some of you, this is just courage to move forward. Like really, look at that kite. So you're going to be taking a bit of a chance this month. Calculated risk, a chance. Maybe it's putting something out there in the world, launching something. Maybe it's an ebook. There's something you're meant to do. Now, those of you that know already, gosh, I want to start this blog, or I want to email that person, or I want to go on this show or this podcast, or I want to start a podcast. This is the time to do it, okay? But refine. So you might have to do some research. You've got the 7 of Air, 7 of Swords, and the Knave. So it could be a time to research, to get the ball rolling is what I'm hearing. Or just start playing around with recording yourself and get comfortable. But it is saying to start this month. And then you've got Temperance. So what's going to help you this month is just being balanced, knowing that you're in this alchemical shift, that the old is passing out while the new comes in. And I literally mean passing out, passing away. There's this movement. I don't feel anything jarring. You already had some kind of tower experience, or little setback or hiccup or spiritual glitch. So it's saying just be temperate in what you do. Don't go overboard now, because you're going to be getting a lot of energy from spirit, spiritual energy, ideas, energy, focus, money. And don't blow it all at once. Don't do anything in too much. Really moderate your energy. Keep balanced. And here's it is. I knew there was One of Pentacles coming up. Okay, so again, obstacles being removed for you. But it's also, why are you getting the help from the universe? Through other people, through circumstance, because you've put the work in. You've really been a tireless worker. You have really been focused on your path, what's in front of you. Some of you getting out of the trenches of the mishaps or financial constraints or whatever happened, health-wise, money, whatever. A lot with the physical plane. So it could be health, money, home, housing, things, a lot of stuff to practical matter challenges. But there is money coming in, and also new direction. I would say look for some of you in a month, a few days to a month, and some of you it will be in the fall months is what I'm hearing. Okay. Pride. There's something about pride. I don't know if it's pride parade or pride, or you should have pride in what you do, or have pride in what you do. Okay, only you can do what you do. Now, wow, I could go on this reading probably for another hour, because I feel like you guys are so, see, I'm moving, this energy is starting to come through. So you may have to, like, I don't know, get on your bike, walk, run, do you may feel this restless energy, like, where do I put this energy? What do I do? All right, let's look at your oracle cards. Okay, first of all, beyond Lemuria, you've got healing. You've been in a deep healing phase. And that's also highlighted by the Temperance, right? Temperance is a lot about healing. When you get to the Temperance card, right, because it's after the Death card, which you also have the Death card here, something has changed. Yeah, you're in the rebirth, which, the Temperance card has a lot to do with, some kind of rebirth or renegotiating something, realigning, right? But I do feel you. I feel like for some of you, there's been a lot of trauma, drama, tragedy, pain, loss. It's not been easy. This path, this patch for you, this part of your path has not been easy. But you're getting through it. And you have to remember that a little setback isn't taking you all the way back. So out of this death, this transformation, comes a deeper healing with the Temperance, and then you have it in the Beyond Lemuria card. So being of service and helping others could be greatly helpful to you. Okay, we've got, let's see. Trust your path. There we go. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? Wow, that's the question for you, soul story number 3. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? And I'm going to suggest find a way to take a step towards that, or do it a little bit. somehow, some way. Is it I would leave my job and start my own business? Then take out that URL. Start your website. You don't have to launch it. You don't have to make it public if you don't want to. Take a step. What would you do if you knew you were supported? Whatever that support looks like. It's time to pray. It's time to meditate. It's time to connect in and ask for that support. It's time to tell yourself, I deserve the support so that I can do what I really love to do. I deserve the support so I can do what I want to do. And here we have financial constraints. So some of you, yes, and this is also card 13. So your finances are about to change. I don't know if it's going to change your whole life, but it is going to greatly bring a sense of relief to you. So there has been financial constraints. Some of you, it's also affected the physical body, or maybe you need to go to the doctor. Now you have the money to, or we're looking for a doctor or for help. Now that help is coming. You're getting your house in order, okay, whatever that means. Okay, this is also connecting to the solar plexus chakra. I take actions daily that awaken my personal power. Well, that's what I'm suggesting. To do something daily, not daily, weekly, that aligns to what you really love to do and really want to do, or just what you enjoy doing. Look at all that yellow. The solar plexus is our identity center, right? It's the little I am that I am. It's how we're experiencing and expressing through the earth plane, right? So this is about bringing more joy into your life, opening up to more joy despite the heartache and the hardship. So for many of you, this is also about opening up more to your creativity or creative expression, your creative drive, your inspiration, your motivation. You take actions daily that awaken your personal power. So there's a new level of power or empowerment that's coming up for you, okay, that you're going to be experiencing. Now we're going to look and see what house or what area in your life is being most activated or needs attention now. What area for soul story number 3 needs more attention or activation? What area in your life is coming up for you right now that you need to focus on? Wow, 8th house. Well, money, support. The transformational area of your life is about shared resources and intense emotions. So some of you, again, this is money maybe earned, but it could be a bonus. You did have justice card here too that wanted to pop out. I can pick this up. Okay. Justice, the card of Libra, so it could be Libra. That's the overall arching. So it's the righting of what was wrong or unjust or imbalanced. This could be legal dealings coming to a close, insurance payments, contract signed. This is 8th house. So I feel for some of you are getting offered some kind of great job or payment for something. Some of you, this is your relationships deepen, or you meet people that have more depth and you feel more of a connection to. This is about deeper, meaningful connections. This is about soul connections. Some of you, there is a deeper connection in a relationship, perhaps even a commitment. So look all things 8th house. The occult. Maybe some of you are readers or you're tuning more into the occult. The 8th house has to do with the occult, with divination. The depth, right? Scorpionic. It's the house of Scorpio ruled by Pluto. So it's not time to gloss over things. You want to say what you mean and mean what you say. I mean, you can do it in kindness, but this month you're going to feel like I'm just getting to the point. Or if people are pulling on you, you're not going to allow that. You're not going to have talk or drama. You're just going to recognize, oh, that person's pulling on me, or they're calling me, or needing this right now. And then you can assess, can I give this to them, or do I need some space? So some of you may feel you need a little bit more space to be more creative, to do what it is that gives you joy and what you really want to do. Again, really, really, really important for you. Trust your path. And if you knew you would be supported, what would you do? So your Soul Insights mantra for this month is, I am supported in all that I do, and I'm receiving all that I need. Okay, let's look at Astro Dice here, get a little bit more clarity, more insight for Soul Story number 3. You got the 8th house. Wow. Sun in Virgo in the 8th house. So this is all about you. So some of you, you are doing a business, perhaps it's based. Maybe you're managing. Some of you could be trading, stockbrokers, or trading, or, you know, managing other people's money. This could have to do taxes and debt, getting through some debt or taxes, getting that kind of stuff taken care of, or money from those sources, or figuring out what to do. It's practical. You're going to start seeing the depth of life and the depth of connecting with others as more practical. But some of you, this has to do with business. So maybe you're opening more of a business that is based on deeper truths, really helping people, assisting people on their path, perhaps divination, tarot, the occult, somehow figuring in. Now, with Virgo there and the sun there, it somehow needs to figure in more into your daily life, your daily routine also. All right, soul lights, you radiant beings, thank you for being here with me. I wish you a beautiful July. I do hope, if you're new to my channel, that it resonates for you. You'll give me a chance and subscribe. Love for all of you to subscribe and share the video if you feel it will help others that you know. And as always, ways to connect with me are in the description box below, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Take good care and shine bright.